Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this kind of burgundy, smoky ish look right here. When I started, I didn't really have a direction. I just knew I wanted to use the color burgundy, and this is what I came up with. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna try and make it quick. We'll see if that actually happens. But here's hoping, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Hey, welcome to my face. Let's go ahead and get started. I already have my brows done and my eyes primed. I'm going to first start with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I'm gonna take this color right here. Taking that on a hideously dirty MAC 217 brush, I'm just going to work that right into my crease. As you can see, I have very hooded eyes, so I'm going to bring this up higher than where my natural crease is and more where I want it to be. And I'm putting most of this product on the outer part of my eye. The inner part I want it to really fade more because we're going to put a really pretty glittery color on the inside there, I think. And we don't want it to be too horribly dark. I actually think I'm gonna go a little darker with that. So I'm gonna take this color on the end, Raw Sienna, and I'm gonna work that right over the orange and keep it a little bit lower than where I have the orange in the crease. Now that we have our transition colors, we can start to go ahead and go in with our reds and our pinks. I'm gonna start with this color right here. I believe it's Venetian red. It's just a really pretty dark pink to start to kind of warm everything up. This time I'm taking a much fluffier brush. This one is by IT Cosmetics, the number 5. And I'm gonna focus this on the outer part of my lid, right through here. I'm not gonna bring it on the inner part of my lid all that much. Go in as many times as you feel necessary into the shadow to build up the color. These shadows do a phenomenal job at layering and building up, so you can build it pretty much as much as you need to, or as much as you feel the need to. If you wanted this to be softer, you could just do one layer of this red, or this like pink red, but I'm gonna go ahead and go in with 2 because I want a little extra ba-ba boom here. After I've laid down that pink, I'm going back in with my 217 with no extra product on it, and I'm just gonna kind of blend around the crease area to grady it and blend it a little bit more. That way it's not so harsh. The next color we're gonna take is this color right here. This is called Red Ochre. We're just gonna use this brush right here by BH Cosmetics actually. It's just like a pointed kind of fluffier brush. We're gonna use this to pack the color right in the outer part of the crease, so even more specific than what we did with the pink. It looks kind of a mess right now, but then once we go back in and blend it, it will start to come together. And I like to kind of pat and press on both sides and then go back in again with that, probably with that blending brush this time with no extra product on it, and just blend everything out really nicely. I just try not to bring this red too far above where my crease is or where my imaginary crease is, because if I do, I will have to go back in with my 217 and blend everything out again so it doesn't look like it's come up too far. For that beautiful color, we're taking this color right here. I'm lying, this color right here. It's called Vermeer. It's a very pretty pinky sparkle. We're gonna put that on. The brush I'm using for that is an e.l.f. smudger brush. They're like $2, very easy to get your hands on. And we're just gonna put a layer of that on the inner part of the lid, wherever our dark colors are mostly not. And again, I'm gonna leave it kind of harsh and then blend it once I get both of the lids laid down with product. Grabbing that same fluffy brush, blending. Very, very lightly here though, because that red will run. Taking the brush that came with the palette, I'm gonna take the flatter end into that same Vermeer color, spritz it with some Fix Plus to give us that nice, more metallic almost look. And then again, taking your fluffy brush and blending. I feel like that's the secret to doing a good eye look, is like putting product on and then blending it and then putting product on and then blending it and then putting product on and then blending it and then blending it some more. Like, I feel like going back and forth between the two always has good results. for me at least. Since we've been blending the light shimmery colors and the dark colors in the crease, we've lost a little bit of the depth of the red. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of the darker red, the red ochre, and put that in the outer part of the crease. And then once again, back with the 217, we're gonna blend with no extra product on it, guys. And this time when I'm blending, I'm careful not to really touch the lid color because I want to be very careful not to drag that into the color that we just layered again. We want them to be separate, but not harshly separate. Next, I'm gonna throw on a little mascara. This is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. Generally with this kind of look, I would do falsies, but I've been liking the more natural look lately. Just natural. Because by natural, I mean putting on, you know, like 3 or 4 coats of mascara, but I don't know, I just like it a little bit better. Before I let this coat dry completely, I'm just gonna bounce right back over and do the second coat. Not gonna wait too long for it. So now to move on to the face, I'm going to start by just spraying the crap out of my face with this spray by Mario Badescu. It's the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. Always makes my skin look so healthy, so luminous, so beautiful. Next, we're gonna go ahead in with this new primer from Urban Decay. This is the Optical Illusion Primer. I've been trying this out for a couple of days and I really like it. It has rose hip and argan oil, which scared me a little bit because I have very oily skin. So I wasn't thinking I was gonna like it very much, but I do. It's very nice. Next, we are keeping up with the Urban Decay. We're gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 5.0. Taking this flat buffer foundation brush from It Cosmetics, I'm going to tap this foundation into my skin. I like using a tapping motion because it keeps the coverage on the foundation while blending it really well, whereas buffing sometimes can buff away the coverage, which you know mama likes. The thing I like about this foundation is it controls my oil really well throughout the day. It helps me to not look super greasy and shiny, and a very small amount goes a long way. You get a lot of coverage. Focus, please. You get a lot of coverage from just a little bit, which I love. The fact that there's not as much foundation on my skin helps it to look more natural, which is what I want when I put 500 pounds of makeup on my face. Next, going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium. I'm going to put that right under here, down my nose a little bit. And I'm gonna bring it like across like this, a little bit. I usually use way more than I need to. So today, I'm gonna control myself. I probably still use too much. That's okay. Anyways, blend that in with your damp beauty blender. Now that I'm all paled out, I'm going to use a Ben Nye banana powder that I got on wish.com, so it's probably not the actual powder, but it might be at the same time. I'm not really sure, but it works really well. I have that on a Morphe E3 brush, and I'm going to pat that on my under eye and my forehead and everywhere that I put that concealer. Going in to finish the face, I'm taking this Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Soleil for medium to deep skin tones. Taking this on my Japanesque little kabuki brush. It doesn't have a name, but it's nice and thin, but fluffy. Going in next with the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. And I'm just going to kind of warm up the contour that I placed down so it's not like so cool toned. I'm gonna use just a little bit of this Too Faced blush right here. The color is called Your Love is King. For highlight, I'm using Becca's Champagne Poppy. So I just go right above where I have my bronzer and my blush, kind of at the higher points of my cheekbone. And then I'll take my finger and put a little bit down the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. Because I'm oily. but a bitch like to slay. Okay. To finish up the eyes, I'm taking my MAC 217 in the color Raw Sienna. I'm just running that along the lower lash line. Taking a more specific brush, this is the MAC 219, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the color Red Ochre and run that along the outer part of my lower lash line. I'm feeling a little inspired here, so I'm going to try and take Cypress Umber in the palette. It's the very, very dark color in the corner. I'm going to run that along my lower lash line right over the Red Ochre that we just laid down to give it more depth. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to apply one more coat of mascara to the top, mainly to cover any face powder or highlight or anything that may have gotten on there, and then do some mascara on the lower lashes. For lip color, I think I want to go kind of bold and daring. I brought a couple of options with me, but like, it's just the dark lip is calling my name as per usual. I'm gonna go ahead in with this MAC lip liner called Night Moth. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my lips with that. There, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going right over it with another lip product. That adds that bit of red we need. As always, to finish off any makeup look that I do, I'm gonna drench my face in my MAC Fix Plus. Even us oily girls love a good dew. Am I right? I'm right. Okay guys, that completes this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thanks for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So now to move on. Re-moisten it. Don't ask me why I said that. I hate that word. Moist. Moist. Moist.